that will taste good with any dishes. Let's get started. I rinse and dry all the spices and chilies today. And to grind the chili peppers in a grinder, add the dry red chili peppers and lantern chili peppers. We use two types of chili peppers because they're different in taste. The lantern chili peppers are very aromatic. And we're gonna grind until they become powder. Transfer the chili powder to a bowl. And now we're going to add paprika powder in it. Traditionally, paprika isn't used, but it's going to add a really beautiful red shade to the chili oil. Also add in toasted sesame and salt. Whisk. And set aside. Add half teaspoon of rice wine in the red Sichuan peppercorns. To prevent the peppercorns from getting burned later, this type of peppercorn are known for its amazing aroma. Also add half teaspoon of rice wine in the green Sichuan peppercorns. We use two types of peppercorns here because the green ones are more numbling than the red ones. Now in another bowl, we're gonna mix in all the spices and herbs. So we have cinnamon, black cardamom, star anise, Chinese licorice root, cloves, bay leaves, dry orange peel. Also the Sichuan peppercorn that were mixed in the wine, ginger, and garlic. Now in a wok over lowest heat, we're gonna pour in extra light olive oil and heat it up for about a minute until the oil is about 180 degrees Fahrenheit or 82 degrees Celsius. So traditionally, Sichuan people use rapeseed oil or 菜籽油 for this chili oil recipe, but I prefer extra light olive oil. It has a light taste and has a smoking point of 465 degrees Fahrenheit or 241 degrees Celsius. You can also use other high smoking point oil for this recipe. Now we're gonna put in all the spices and herbs. Let it cook for about 2 minutes. And then we're gonna turn off the heat and let it soak for another 20 minutes in the oil. Now we're gonna remove all the spices and herbs. Over high heat, continue to heat up the oil until smoking hot. Turn it off and let it cool for about 3 minutes. Pour half of the oil in the chili pepper mixture. And whisk immediately. And pour the rest of the oil in it. Whisk. And lastly, pour in the zhenjiang vinegar to prevent the chili oil from burning. Because the oil is still very hot, the vinegar will mostly evaporate immediately. Wow. Ooh, it's spicy. Ooh. But I can also taste all the herbs, like the garlic, the ginger. It is super aromatic and delicious. So I hope that everyone enjoyed this chili oil recipe that goes with anything. Maybe not dessert, unless you want to eat chili oil with ice cream. Maybe not. Alright, so I'll see you again next Friday. Remember to subscribe, thumbs up. I like to also stay in touch on Facebook, Instagram, and also YouTube. So subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. I'll see you Friday. Bye for now. Crispy chili oil with chili crisps is a spicy condiment. You can eat it with almost everything. It is so good. It has bits and pieces of crispy chili peppers inside the chili oil, which makes it so tasty. If you like spicy food, this is a recipe that you must try. In a pan over low heat, place in the dry red chili peppers. I'm using xiaomi jiao today. They're known for their spiciness. You can replace them with other dry chili peppers. Stir fry it until aromatic, 3 minutes. Add the dry red chili peppers, xiaomi jiao. Roughly grind into small pieces. If you like your crispy chili oil less spicy, you can remove the seeds. Place them in a bowl. In the same grinder, add the toasted dry lantern chili peppers. These chili peppers were toasted before. You could also replace them with other types of dry chili peppers. Roughly grind into small pieces. And place in the same bowl as before. Add 2 tablespoons of rice wine inside. This will prevent the chili peppers from getting burned. If you can't consume alcohol, you can replace it with room temperature cooking oil. Mix in the paprika. Traditionally, Chinese don't use paprika for this recipe, but it's going to add a beautiful red color to our crispy chili oil, so I'm adding it. Toasted sesame seeds. And salt. Now we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of rice wine inside. Again, this will prevent them from getting burnt. You can replace it with room temperature cooking oil. And set it aside. We're gonna use it later. Add the red Sichuan peppercorns. Now place in the green Sichuan peppercorns. And these are well known for their numbing sensation. Pour in the rice wine. Again, this will prevent them from getting burnt. You can replace it with room temperature cooking oil. Also add the cinnamon. Star anise, Chinese licorice root, cloves, bay leaves, dry tangerine peel, ginger, and garlic. If you can't find any spices, you can simply omit them or substitute with others that you enjoy. In a wok over low heat, pour in the extra light olive oil. Heat it up for about 2 minutes. Traditionally, Chinese people like to use rapeseed oil, 菜籽油, or soybean oil for this recipe. I personally prefer actual light olive oil because it has a mild taste and I just use it in my kitchen a lot. You could also replace it with other types of cooking oil that you enjoy. Now we're going to transfer all the spices into the oil. Cook for about 2 minutes. Turn off the heat and let it soak for about 30 minutes. Now we're going to remove all the spices and herbs. Over low heat, heat up the oil for about 2 minutes. Transfer the chili peppers that we ground into the oil. Cook until crispy for about 3 minutes. Paprika, toasted sesame seeds, and salt. Try to maintain the oil temperature below 250 degrees Fahrenheit or 121 degrees Celsius. Whisk. and turn off the heat. At this point, we're gonna cool down the oil with the zhenjiang vinegar. You can also replace with other types of vinegar that you enjoy. You can store the chili crisps in containers and chill in the fridge for up to 2 months. Wow. So good, so good, wow. This is absolutely amazing. It's so crispy, so aromatic, so delicious. If you like it, subscribe and thumbs up. Also click on that little bell button so you get notifications of my new recipes. I will see you again next week for another awesome episode. Bye! I want to share with you my chili sauce recipe. It goes with everything. You can eat it with noodles, rice, dumplings, hot pot, or just be creative about it. Let's get started. In a food processor, add the garlic. And grind it. Transfer it to a bowl. In the same food processor, add the burst-eyed chili peppers. They're very spicy. And finger hot peppers. These aren't too spicy. You can also replace them with other chili peppers that you enjoy. And grind them. Transfer them to a bowl. To make the seasoning, in a bowl add the rice vinegar or other types of vinegar. Rice wine, or omit it if you can't consume alcohol, sugar, and salt. Whisk and set it aside. In a wok over low heat, add the avocado oil. You can also replace it with other cooking oil that you enjoy. Heat it up for about 3 minutes and place in the ginger, shallot, scallions, and cilantro. You can also replace these herbs with the herbs that you enjoy. Have fun and be creative about it. Cook until brown for about 15 minutes. Remove the ingredients and reserve the oil in the wok. In the wok over low heat, place in the garlic and chili peppers. Cook until most of the moisture come out from the garlic and chili peppers. 20 minutes. Season with rice vinegar, rice wine, sugar, and salt. Whisk. Chill and store in the fridge for about 1 month or even longer. So good, wow. 天哪，太好吃了。This is absolutely amazing. I was so surprised by the taste. It's so aromatic, so garlicky, and not too spicy at all. If you like something more spicy, you can add more Thai chili peppers or the type of chili peppers that you enjoy. This is truly delicious. I hope that you enjoyed today's episode. If you like it, subscribe and thumbs up. Also click on that little bell button so you get notifications of my new recipes. I will see you again next week. Bye for now.